Drop a bomb, 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 bomb.
Back with a vengeance. KG's back with an entrance. Big up to those in attendance.
Ooh, look at that.
Reds come together like Tetris. No rules, this one's reckless. None can compare with the KG done. Better take it when he drops that. Going on reckless, just it's on. It's that time when he drops that.
Bomb, bomb, bomb.
Who are you on? Your club!
I said drop a bomb, Dad.
Big up, people. Hello and welcome to the Reckless Round Table. Fortunately, there's only 3 of us today, but I think others will be joining later on. I'm here with JJ. I'm here with Waj. So you know, this conversation is going to be pure scholarism. Uninterrupted scholarism. I think we've been waiting for this. I know Yo-Yo's been waiting for this. He wanted me to do a show like this. There you go. Patience, my friends. Patience. It's only going to be a key word for our second topic, but for our first topic, let's jump straight into it. Game reaction. I'm not going to start this one. Waj, I'm going to give you the floor first.
Ooh, interesting.
Come on, tell me, what did you see in this game?
I saw a United that I'm very used to seeing for the last three to four years. Good in moments. In the final third, when we've done all the hard work, just for one reason or another, whether it was Dalot, whether it was Šeško, whether it's everyone's favorite Brazilian favela baller, whose name I just refuse to say his name anymore at this point. Whether it was Xerxes, whether we get to the final third, and it's honestly like we've just forgotten how to play. Everyone has forgotten how to play football. Like there is no technical ability whatsoever. Dalot should have scored. Šeško should have done so much better with the through ball from Bruno. God, like corners wasteful. I've said this before, and like I offended Abs when I said it, but how can professional football players not put in an accurate cross when you have the space of Manchester, Liverpool, Birmingham, NW12, NW14, TW12, and half of Westminster? How can you not put in a cross that finds a man? How is it getting blocked by the first man, or going so far over that you need LeBron James? That you need LeBron James from Miami in 2012 catching an alley-oop. And I'm just sat there. I'm sat there with like, obviously I've mentioned all the decent level I've played at, nowhere near obviously these guys and stuff like that. But it's just I've seen people at Power League just be able to smash across an accurate ball across the box. It's insane. It is genuinely insane. Like the lack of ability to put in a cross. I don't understand. And you know the Bruno thing's gonna start again. Oh, Bruno's back and we lost. He's the best. He's our best player on the pitch. Like it goes Bruno Fernandes, and then everyone else. That's not a dig.
Ahmad and Boemo, just a little bit above everyone.
Okay, but I say that as there's one man who's produced for 5 to 6 years. Yeah,
Agreed.
Mbeumo's gone off the boil for 2 months, which, in my opinion, Bruno probably has a couple of stinky games a year, but what I'm saying is there's one man generally on
So
the
far
pitch
ahead
who-
of everyone else.
yeah,
Yeah.
who is 7,
Yeah.
who you will consistently get a 7 out of 10, regardless of if he plays hot potato with the ball and stuff like that. You are getting, you know what you're getting with Bruno, and
Mhm.
everyone else. It depends how they show up, which is why I say the gaps. Which is why I say the gaps the gap, and then it's just the same. It's just the same defensive. It's the same defensive mistakes. There's always one bozo moment. Obviously, Lemens has been watching Onana compilations to understand how to goalkeep at Manchester United. He fit right in. Don't know how well Beck didn't score. And then everyone's getting at Euro for the second one. Bro, Martinez is the one that is in no man's land. And what was Euro supposed to do? Welbeck has smashed that in his weak foot in the top corner. Like sometimes it's just an incredible finish.
Yes.
Yeah. So like sometimes it doesn't matter about the defender. Sometimes it is just an amazing finish. Now, if you want to talk shit about the first goal and the state of that, totally, because that's just bullshit. We got a goal that on the balance of the second half, we didn't deserve. Shea Lacey's totally petulant, but the game was dead. The game was dead by then anyway. We didn't deserve to take it to extra time on the balance of play. Brighton were, for most intents and purposes, the better team, very comfortable, and it's the same shit. And it's the same shit as it always is at Manchester. It's the same shit as it always is at Manchester United. Now, obviously, people are gonna tell me to hold that, and I don't know what I'm talking about, like they did in the summer when I complained about this transfer window. But the Cunha experience is done for me. Yeah, because at 26, if you are 25, 26, if you cannot pass basic ball, if you cannot pass basic footballs, and you cannot carry a team like a talisman when the light was on you, the brightest, when there was no Bruno, there was no Mbeumo, there was no Ahmad, right? Like you were the talisman. Then the experiment's finished. You cash it, right? We lose 10 to 12 million on him. Cool. You cash in, and you get the hell out, and we get another number 2, we get another number 10, it goes to the 8 or whatever. That experiment is done for me.
Could I ask you a question on that? Could he not be?
Sure.
Could he not be? Piss off. Could he not be used as a squad player, effective squad player?
65 million pound squad player. When I say this as someone who understands. I know, Joyce, I'm wording that wrong. That has an understanding of how our club has spent money, how our club deals with money. Very much now we're one in, one out sort of team.
Yeah.
Now he's not going to replace Bruno Fernandes. It's also quite clear, because I also can't give him this whole, he needs time to settle into Manchester. He's 26. He's 26 with pure Premier League experience, like 2.5 years worth of Premier League experience. Yeah. Me and Sis on the same page. So
okay, so here's the thing, right? I know you said, we bought him, what, 62?
62.50.
Something like that.
Okay.
For argument's sake, call it 60.
So if we try and sell him now, let's be vibes. Go to hell. Just go straight to hell. Go straight to hell. Sorry, I know that was a trap, but I couldn't. I saw Vinny and I just went, no, not today.
Why are you
Not today,
He's
Devil.
trolling.
Anyway, let me go back to what I was saying.
Yeah, go on.
If we try and sell Cunha now, we ain't getting more than 40. And I think I'm even being nice there. I think anyone that tries to buy him is going to lowball us to the max. right? So rather than just accept that, I'm thinking, oh, put him on the bench. Maybe he comes on, scores a couple of goals. He gets to 10. I mean, when our team is playing a bit better next season, you never know. Then we try and sell him then, and we'll probably get 40, 50 for him. There will be some relegation team that needs a player like that to carry to help them in a new season.
Maybe you can go back to Wolves. You know?
Yeah, Wolves won't buy him now. They won't buy him now. For sure, they won't buy him now. Not on the way down. Not on the way down. But so I'm thinking maybe that's more a better idea than just trying to sell him off and probably get cheated for our money on that one. But generally speaking, in terms of him starting or him playing, right? I think a couple of weeks ago or a couple of games ago, I definitely ripped my hands off of him and said, I just don't understand what he's doing. He has the ego of a top Brazilian player with less output. And I know I'm going to say this, and I'm probably going to get corned from this, with less output than Garnacho. When Garnacho had a United shirt on. And I'm sitting there thinking, you don't even give opposition the fear factor that sometimes Garnacho used to have by getting in behind and running at them. He doesn't even give me that. Yes, I know he did a brilliant pass for Delo to get a chance, and Delo did Delo things. And I will talk about him when I do my review myself. But this Cunha guy. Yeah, I know. Yes. Yeah. Because let's be honest, right? I mean, everyone's now concentrating on the players. Now Fletcher's in. Great. I'm great. At least we're all in line a little bit here. That Burnley game was a disaster. This Brighton game is even worse. In my opinion, what I watched is even worse. So, do we see it going up? Getting better? He might even get a goal next game, just, Brazilian Rashford without GA. That is mad. That is mad. Hold on. Just came here to big up Verts and Egatike. You want to big up Verts? I don't think that's the hill you want to die on, mate. It's just I don't think that's the hill you want to die on. Coley, welcome.
Yo.
But yeah, that's a little bit that I'm going to. You guys are missing the key player to unlock my United. Oh God, is that going to be? Yes, of course. And any moment now, Waj is gonna go on, Waj.
What am I gonna do?
Let them see.
I ain't gonna do nothing, bro. My baller. That's my baller right there.
Yeah. All right, JJ, I'm gonna let you go first, then I'll come. Then I will say my review, and I think we're being joined by another person as well, so that's good.
Joel Ofori. What's good, bro?
Oh shit! Someone finally managed to get out of Miami, yeah, and join us on Monday. My God.
You see that threat I put in the group saying, right, if you're not active, you will be out. All of a sudden, look how active he is now on Monday nights. Interesting.
I like it.
Yeah, interesting. But yeah, JJ.
My game reaction is very simple. They said a picture is worth more than 1,000 words.
It's a new regime. It's a new regime.
Yeah, welcome on board. They say a picture is worth more than 1,000 words. So that's my game reaction, yeah. Okay, because clearly we have a coach. Is he head coach, interim manager, interim coach, whatever they're calling him? That you have to take permission from daddy to figure out whether you can have your snacks or maybe you need to go back to doing your chores, right? That's where we are. That's my game reaction.
But I said this last week, man. How does his children feel him having to ask for permission? That's what I want to know.
I don't know. And that's why, before the show started, and it's not about revisionism. I don't think, and it kind of goes to, and I hope I don't go off, right? It goes to our owners or whoever is running us right now not having a plan, right? We have an under 18 coach being in charge, and he's a player that I never rated. And the game was the game. It's disappointing as much as you might say, you don't want to react to United losing, you've given up, if somebody bitch slap you, you're still gonna feel the pain regardless. So I still felt the pain of us losing yesterday. We got this guy on our right back that there's a special place in hell for Dalo as a soccer player, as a football player. I gotta say that. As a football player, not as a person, as a football player, there's a special place in hell for Dalo. You understand? That's a game that in the first 5 minutes, we could have been up 2 goals, right? You are one-on-one with the goalkeeper. You seems to be the player that always have the chance to score before they fire a manager. You always seems to be that player. I don't get it. And then the second time, now all of a sudden you found your shooting boot. Your striker was there that you could have laid the ball up to. But no, you were holding the X button. Let go of the X, press the A, for God's sake. And that was the game. And then, the crazy thing, then during his post-game interview, it was like, oh, we were gaining momentum, but then Shea Lacey got a red card.
That was nasty, by the way. That was absolutely nasty because obviously he didn't say his name. He just said the red card changed the moment. I said, whoa.
The 2-footed tackle, bro.
In the 80th minute is when you wanted to change the momentum of the game. I said, that's nasty work.
Bro, that was.
And I know his cousin taught him that.
Exactly. On an 18-year-old, right? And that's how bad. We've already talked about it. Sadly, it's 6 months. Let's say we bought Konya from Walmart now. You have that 90 days. We could even get a store credit, but none of that is gonna happen right now. We've bought it. We gotta take him to Facebook Marketplace to go sell it. Maybe somebody out there is gonna want to buy, right? Shesko tried, he could have done better. And remember when we were talking about leadership in the defensive end, Euro could have picked up well back. I don't know, yes, I understand that Martinez was out of place. Euro could have picked him up for that second goal. But the guy that's supposed to provide leadership is not there in terms of Martinez. So it sucks, man. And it actually messed up my day yesterday. I'm not gonna lie. Also losing the way we lost, it messed up my day.
Oh, thank you for that. Right. Sorry, I'm just trying to check the likes on my iPad. Oh, it's about 50%, guys. Come on.
Run it up, man.
Get them up. Get it up.
Get them up.
We got great numbers last week, man. I want consistency.
Well, it's
a word that United don't have a clue about.
It's a United show. We mirror our club, so forget about that.
Let's not mirror our club. Let's be better. Let's be better. Yeah, let's be better. Yeah, man. Like it up, you criminals, man. Consistency. There's going to be another conversation, but I'm going to say this word. Consistent conversations from the media about United DNA. Consistent conversation from the media about the formation. Consistent media talk now has changed and is now aimed at the players. Before I talk about the review, I just want to say something. It's taken Fletcher 2 games for him to come out and call these players fragile. He's called men fragile.
What do you think he meant by that?
Weak-minded.
Yeah.
Lack of concentration. Lack of fight. Lack of determination.
That's not what I
lack of one. For me, that's why. If I'm calling my team fragile, I'm calling them weak.
Yeah, weak mentality. That's what I'm saying.
Spineless.
Fragile can mean weak. It can mean weak. It can also mean like almost broken, right? On the verge of being broken.
Cool. You know what? I actually get that point, and I can add that to it.
Do you think this like
I didn't break them? Oh, hold on, one sec, Joe. I didn't break them.
No, you didn't.
The managers didn't break them. What broke them is their inconsistency on the pitch. See, I started with the word consistency and I brought it back. What broke them is them not being able to challenge.
I disagree.
I'm going
That led
with
to
this
results.
me.
That led to results, but in that moment, and I'm just extrapolating from what I think in it because it's based of my interpretation of the game on a whole.
Yeah.
Like, whatever we think of Amorim, it kind of, to me, I got the vibe. Them lot kind of liked him. The team kind of liked him.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, there's some players that like him.
So by fragile, he kind of means like their leader's gone. Yeah, easy to break. Their leader's gone, so it's easy to break them down.
Colin,
this
my
is where
hold
I
on.
clash with this thinking.
Abs. Their leader was here when we lost 2-0 to Everton, okay? Their leaders were here all these while. So we can't put that performance yesterday to like, oh, we miss Uncle and he's no longer here. They've been shy all this while. That's the way they've been playing.
So you know, that's where I was going to go. I was like, yeah, Amarin's been their leader for 14 months, but they were doing this beforehand anyway, and they were doing it before Ten Hag, and they were doing it. They did it. Some of these players are still here from holidays. They did it then.
Some of them.
I remember that run.
We're not giving them a
before he got
blanket.
sacked.
We're not giving them a way to get out of everything blanket. We're not doing that. We're analyzing what Fletch said about that game. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not saying, oh, their leader wasn't there for the loss against Everton. He was. Like, no one's saying that. I didn't extrapolate it that wide. I'm just saying for that situation, for what Fletch has said, that's how I take it, bro. Like,
yeah.
And I kind of see it in
let
the
me finish
performance
this.
as well. Go on,
Let me
sorry.
finish this, and I'll let you come in next. So it's taken 2 days again for Fletcher to say this, and I think the most disgusting thing for me is trying to view everything in this season with an open mind. Like I said, I've been balanced for a long time. I've been on this fence, as they call it, for pretty much all of the season. Yeah. But Ruben has said this before. Grimsby game, he said the players have showed you exactly what they wanted to show you. Everyone thought, well, that's a bit weird. What did he mean by that? But we blamed him for it because, and this, by the way, I want to make this clear. This is not defense of Amorim, right? I just find the difference of accepting that the team is not what it is interesting for me. Yeah, I just don't understand why that didn't lead to more interviews and 59 other questions when Fletcher said it. It was accepted. Everyone just went, yeah, I know the player's a bit weak. But when Shaitan, aka Amorim, said this, right, it wasn't accepted at the time. It wasn't listened to. It's almost like we forgot. But anyway, let me now go direct myself more towards the game. There was a time in the live with KG, I turned around and I said, you know what? Brighton are quietly dominating us. They're just doing their job. They didn't do anything special. They were just doing their job. I suppose the only special moment, if you want to put it that way, was Welbeck's goal. The shot itself, not the build-up. The build-up was clean. I think one of the things that I know is this game, and I know Wajid has pointed out a couple of issues, but I noticed there was no bozo moment with the 2 goals conceded, which is rare, right? Which is very rare. So that means it wasn't our mistake in that sense. It was just we were beaten by the better team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we beat Brighton's stronger team.
Yeah.
A month ago. And their B team is what beats us. Yes, so, trust me, I'm looking at that, man. I'm looking at the scrubs that were at the game because they finally got their tickets after moaning about it. And I'm talking about Scholes and Nicky Butt sitting next to Big Daddy as well. For them, not for me. Yeah. And I saw their faces when we were losing because I was just like, I'm waiting for you to blame the manager.
Where's the picture?
Do you know what? I have to turn off my, all right, turn off my. There you go. There you go.
The DNA. Yeah. United DNA right
and
there.
All the rest of that malarkey. But yeah, I've got to admit, I just saw Brighton just slowly, every chance we got, they upped it up just a little bit. then controlled the game. Then we'll get a chance. Then they upped it again, a little bit more. And we were, a lot of the times, a lot of the plays, we were passengers in our home, passengers to the game. And I don't, in fact, it doesn't even matter. I think that I just believe that's one of the worst performances we've had. It just felt fragile is a one word. I'm glad Fletcher used it. It just felt like we had given up so easily.
It was shit, bro. It was dog shit. That's what it was, man.
No, I hate breaking down football to simple words like shit. I like
it was shit, bro. We was outclassed. You know, like when Joshua fought Usyk, and at the end he just crashed out because he was so outclassed. It's exactly like that. Brighton exactly did that to us at Old Trafford.
Yeah. I see that, but yeah, I just have to say, I just wasn't impressed. And now I'm gonna go to individual, and I just want to you know what? This comment has actually got me just a little missed that indirection.
Yeah.
That reminded me of Ten Hag's midfield. It was open as hell.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to talk about the players that were actually in that midfield. I'm going to leave Bruno out because I think for me, it's clear as day that guy is not 100%. I don't even think he's 80% fit. I think he's just playing through pain for us. Mm-hmm. So I find it very hard because he's not running like he normally runs.
He still did that defensive run though.
And I could see as he was running, that defensive run was killing his body. And it looked like he was crying at the end of the match as well, or just drained, tired, or whatever. He looked like I paid for playing, and
I think he's just fed up with bullshit.
Yeah,
I think he's just got.
I think he's leaving. By the way, I think he's gone.
I think that goes without saying, but like he could have gone. We could have made a bag. He could have made some nice money. He could have gone somewhere else. I think he just fed up playing with meaty ass players.
Agreed. Yeah. And then, do I talk about Mainu or not? I see people looking at the performance and trying to say that he played well. Good on you. Defend him to the end. I think for all the smoke that we've had to deal with the last 2 weeks, bro, I expect you to play better than that. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not saying it's all his fault. Ugarte, Jesus, this brother cannot pass. He's
actually an AI bot, bro.
He's actually an AI bot.
He's not good at anything, man. He's not a footballer.
I don't know. He's making me question why we bought him in the first place. But that was under the old. That was under the old management, right? Ugarte wasn't bought at Ineos, was he?
No,
okay, good.
Yeah,
okay.
No, it was Ineos. It was Ineos.
Was it?
No, it wasn't. Sorry, no, it wasn't. Sorry,
yeah. Good.
He went into Ten Hag's team, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. And then
wait, no, hang on. When did PSG when did PSG win the Champions League last season, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's under Ineos because we
it's
signed
Ineos,
we signed Ugarte
and gave him Neves.
With the Ugarte money, they signed Neves.
I can't believe we did that as well. That's why I remember it. I can't believe we did that.
I was just giving them out. Can we save that? Save that Ineos point. I need to write that down when you guys are talking. So that midfield was just absolutely dreadful. Now I need to speak about one player and just one player. Shaw has his own problems, right? But this he can stay in the background. Yeah. Dolo. How many times did I call your name? I know I didn't say the Nigerian voice, but every African understands that.
We do.
What the fuck was that performance? Tackling, passing, covering, running back, running forward, first touch, the 2 chances. JJ, you're absolutely right. Anytime a manager's leaving, watch the game beforehand and look at what Delo's done. Mm-hmm. He's always somehow sabotaged the result.
The final nail in the coffin, man. Always saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying this now, and I mean it with the bottom of my heart. If he is here next season, I am not doing shows on Man United because you are actually wasting my time. If he's here and starting, I'm not buying a United shirt. Even the ones I can get for cheap, I'm not buying it. I refuse.
You know what's so mad about this?
Letting this man last 9 managers? Is it 8 managers?
It can't be that many. No,
Yeah,
it
it's a
can't.
lot.
We
Since
said-
Mourinho.
Yes,
we-
it's Jose.
We signed him
Jose.
we signed him under Jose as a prospect. So
Yeah.
you go Jose, you go Ole, you go Ragnick, Ten Hag. If
One
you want to
thing-
go, and then if you want to go interim,
Yeah.
you go Carrick.
Darude.
One thing.
No,
One
yeah, they
thing to
can't
add,
be
yeah.
doing that.
One
No,
thing-
yeah, that's-
One thing to add.
I knew it wasn't mine. I knew
You
it
go
wasn't mine.
Amrim.
One thing
So
to add,
that's
yeah.
seven.
Fletcher.
One thing to add,
Oh,
yeah.
8. Fletcher.
Did you put
There you
Rude
One
with
thing-
Darude too?
Yeah, we put Rudy.
Okay.
8. And I know
One
there's
thing to add about-
interims in there.
one
I
thing
don't
to add
mind.
about my man,
One
yeah.
second, Joe. I know there's interims in there. He has to be him, sure. Onana, because he has to come back to us, unfortunately, I think. They have to be first out the door. And I'm saying that even before Cunha, they have to be first out the door.
If I have a chance between Shaw and Dallo leaving, Dallo needs to leave first.
Yeah.
I'm
even in that. I 100% agree with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I hate Shaw to the core.
Yeah, but
I hate him
there's
to the
gonna be
core.
more people
But the
lining
low
up
is
to
going.
sign Dallo. Yeah, there'll be more people lining up to sign Dallo than there will be Shaw.
They
Like,
should
each
take him,
Fantastic.
please.
Then he
They
needs
should
to
Put him
take
in the
him.
Italian
He needs to
league.
go.
It
But
was-
yeah,
it's
let me just leave it as that, because the next part is going to cover more broader conversations. And yeah, it was just very pathetic. Let's just say, at the end of the day, the match was pathetic, and this now we've got a 40-game season, something we haven't done. Someone said since 1940 something.
years.
I've seen 1914.
It's 1914.
14.
World War
Yeah,
One session.
Jesus.
As in World War One.
Yep.
Because after World War One, someone could correct me if I'm wrong. That's when we went to the old, Div 1, Div 2, Div 3, and there was 20, and you played a minimum of 42. You played 42 games in the season, didn't it?
Yeah.
No, I don't know history like that, bro.
It's what? It's 2014 league, isn't it?
Yeah, cool. I mean, everything you've said has just made it worse. So that means Do you know what? It doesn't even matter.
A century.
Rubbish.
A century.
Rubbish. Coley, you're next. Joe, you're next. Before we move to the next subject.
All right. Sesko grabs a goal. Can't be mad at that. Who else was good? Bruno was good. I think everyone needs to get their mind around the fact that you can't put him deep anymore. You can't, not with that injury. Like you're playing. You're not only playing with fire, like you're running the risk of not only him like becoming injured, becoming a shell of who he was. Like we need to play him instead of Cunha from now on, in my opinion. Drop Cunha. If he does something fantastic and amazing in training, then yeah, give him 10 minutes again. But I don't need to see Cunha for a while. Trying to look for the positives first.
We
There's
took
none.
19 shots. 7 on target.
Yeah. Is that a positive though? With 1 goal, the conversion rate is disgusting.
Well,
The conversion rate is disgusting.
But now our XG's up, right?
Well, listen.
I swear to God, the next person that says XG and uses XG as some sort of metric.
Don't fall for that, Cole.
Your house needs your house needs petrol bombing. Like your house needs petrol bombing. No, I can't. Fuck this shit, man. Analytics. You're
supposed to be one of the mature ones.
Because analytics. You know stuff like XG. You know it's XG, XA, expected goals, expected goals. Yeah. Like I can't.
XP.
All that shit. And more. Anything.
Just bare algebra, bro.
Anything with an X, right? It's just adult content at this moment in time. I can't be bothered anymore. I can't be bothered. Sorry. I didn't mean to interject.
Sorry
Sorry.
about that.
It's cool. It's cool. Yeah, I can't remember whose take that actually is. I kind of jacked that off someone, but someone said that it looked like a team that weren't happy about the fact Amram just got sacked. To be honest, they looked like they were pissed about it, like from that performance, because they weren't down in tools for him beforehand, and that's the first time for me it looked like they just weren't on it. They turned up and they didn't give a fuck what happened that day.
Do you feel like they looked like they didn't know what they was doing?
No, it wasn't a case of didn't know what they were doing. I think they knew what they were doing. They just weren't on it.
Just to jump in on what you've just said, Joel.
Yeah.
Yes, they did. They didn't know what they were doing.
You think they didn't know what they were
I
doing?
feel like they don't know what they're doing.
No.
What do you
I'll
mean?
be honest. The last 2 games I've watched,
Yeah.
it's been a lot of individual brilliance, not tactical and patterns of play that everyone asks for.
But what's so? Hold on, wait. What they've been doing for the last year is way more alien than what they're doing now.
I
What
know.
they're doing now
I
should be
know
way
how
more-
mad what I'm saying is. Yeah, I know how mad it is. Yeah, what I'm saying, and it's so crazy when you start going through the history of this club's defending with a 4 at the back, and you hear all these pundits that hated 3 at the back were the ones suggesting 3 at the back to be more safe, and then we go back to a 4, even though we played, I mean, relatively well against Newcastle in the first half, right? This game and last game, I was just seeing so many holes, so many, and I couldn't work out is, have you been practicing another formation so much that you've actually lost your original formation in your mind where you should be, or is it laziness? And what I mean laziness is they just weren't getting to the right spaces fast enough. So there was an element of me watching them going,
They don't know what they're doing.
there's so many gaps. Why is there so many gaps? So
And that's for me where I say they just weren't on it, because that really and truly putting out a 4 back,
Yeah.
bro. Whether that feels uncomfortable, there's more cover. There is physically more cover, like. So whether it feels more comfortable, like I'd understand if it looked clunky, like trying to get the ball out from the back and we conceded in possession that way, but it weren't like that. We just got absolutely cut through like butter when they scored, and then for the rest of the time we were toothless.
For me, like the reason why I say it is based off what you said earlier about the fact that they were fragile and what that term fragile might relate to. Their leader not being there, and their leader had them playing a certain type of style, a certain type of football. That all of a sudden, that game against Brighton, we just didn't see. And if there was any motivation to just go out and turn up and show a bit of fight, for me, it was that game. That could arguably be game of the season, FA Cup. Now, we haven't really got nothing to play for now, apart from top 4. And as a player playing for Man United, that is dead.
But hold on, let me just caveat that, yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Because we're doing this a lot this season. We're moving the goalposts a bit, don't you think? No one was talking about FA Cup at the beginning of the season. Let's have it right. Like, you might have had that at the beginning. You might have had that at the back of your mind. I did.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
we're big. There's no reason why we shouldn't be able to snatch an FA Cup. We've done it before from the mud. But
Yeah.
at the same time, no one was sitting here going, yeah, X, Y, and Z finish FA Cup or even Carabao Cup. No one was putting a cup out there. So
Look, I'm just saying, I'm saying it in terms of motivation to actually go out and perform and show, yo, we're actually good players and we can play. Use that as your motivation. I'm not even saying that win it, because for all we know, we could have won that game and played the other round and gone out at the next round. So I'm just saying, use that as motivation.
I'm actually annoyed that we've been knocked out of the FA Cup, and I'll explain. It's very simple why. If we had won it, we go into Europe. That is our back door.
That's
way of getting into Europe.
Yeah, it's just
and
a back
we've thrown that away too.
But I've checked this out though. Let's keep in mind, at the end of the day, to what Colin was saying in terms of moving the goalpost, it's never been about, we expect that we're going to lose game. And this even applies to when Amorim was here. It's not about the losing of the game. It's the how.
Yeah.
It's the no urgency. It's the, oh my God, 1 minute, we're fourth on the table. All right, we have an opportunity to actually cement something. Yeah. And then our players get there and it's like, hey guys, let's find a way to lose this today. Let's look for a new way to lose it. Right? It's the how we've been losing game. Even with Brighton yesterday, There were no urgency in moving the ball. The most exciting time that we had in the game prior to Brighton, the Burnley game, was Shea Listen coming up, taking a shot, putting some urgency, putting some excitement to the game. So it's not just about us losing, it is the how that we've been losing all these games and players not showing up.
So JJ, question to that, yeah?
Yes, sir.
In terms of how the game played out, what was worse, this or Grimsby? And I'm not talking about who it is. I'm not talking about who it is. I'm talking about how the game played out, who beat us worse, who outperformed us worse.
Let me answer that after you, yeah?
Personally, for me, I think Grimsby was still worse than this. For me.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah,
we
agree. It was worse.
Grimsby, not only...
Forgetting what their squad is, where they are in terms of the English leagues, right? Forgetting all of that. On that pitch, they ran us ragged.
Yeah.
And they should have been 3-0 up.
Yeah.
They had VAR, we would have been 3-0 down.
3-0 down.
Which means even the comeback we had was never going to happen. And that's why when I was on the holiday.
So Brighton played their B team and beats us.
Yep.
We play Grimsby with our B team. We started that game with our B team. And Grimsby almost like you said, if wasn't for the second half and the starters of our team coming on and trying to salvage that game, we would have got. So we have no B team.
Yes.
But everybody else.
I'll be honest, Riri, we're struggling to have a first team.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We don't have a B team.
We don't have
We probably don't even have a full A team.
Our A team is our B team.
We were trying to put together a team and it just got cut short, innit?
Yeah. Cody, I want to move it on. So last words. I'll move on to Joe.
Whose last words? Mine or Joe's?
Yeah, yours.
Oh, sorry. I was just asking the Grimsby question just because if that's what we wanted, if we wanted to play for the FA Cup, if we wanted to, like you say, have a plan B for Europe, it would make sense to put your best foot forward, didn't it? And we didn't do that. So, I don't know, man. I just wonder if we get our hopes up when like these bonus things come around, didn't it? Like top four. Like top four weren't sold to us. It weren't sold to us. Like what was sold to us was some form of Europe. And we get close to it and we get giddy and then we start dreaming and then we get mad disappointed when we get reminded we're not there. Like that's all this is to me. That's all that game is to me. It's a reminder. Like as far as cup games go, we ain't got the resolve or even the depth of squad to go jump into a final and do something. But yeah, I'll shut up.
I hope this isn't
No. He's correct.
It's correct.
Grimsby, because it was made a point because they had a league game which was more important. We play. I totally thanks K-Flow. I totally forgot. Grimsby. It was our B side versus their B side. And then in fairness, I was like Vibes answer, but I was gonna say we had mad first teamers on there. Like it was Fredrickson was one of the centre backs.
We had Fredrickson on there. We had Mano, but Cunha, Maguire. Crespo started.
We had, and then the subsea mate. He went to the Avengers off the bench, innit?
Oh yeah, he pulled off Bruno, innit?
He
put on Mount.
He brought Bruno on. He brought on Mount. He brought on Bruno.
Yeah.
I think he either took off Amadi to start, or he brought Ahmad on because like he wasn't playing well. Like he went to the first team. And we still can't beat Grimsby second team.
And to be clear, Waj, it's not because of they have a lead game. According to my own sources on this side of the pond, all right, some of their players were still at Tesco. They couldn't clock out on time. They were at McDonald's. They couldn't make it on time. That's why they couldn't make it to that game. And they had to look for other people from the stand, and they still found a way to beat us.
I mean, then
that's what happened.
I didn't find people.
Don't worry, 100%.
Yeah,
Grimsby was worse. Do you know the craziest thing? I have to apologize. I didn't actually know the starting lineup because again, I was on holiday, so I caught, I think, the second half of the game, right? More than anything else, and then the rest of it I had to watch for highlights.
Give me a minute.
I didn't understand because I remember I couldn't understand why people was that angry. But as you guys are talking, I'm getting angrier now.
My head was so we start. So this is the team that started. Onana, Dorgu, Fredrickson, Dallo, Maguire, Heaven, Ahmad did start, Ugarte, Mainu, Sheshko, Cunha, who he brought on, Delict for Ugarte, Zirkzee for Diallo, Mount for Heaven, Bruno for Fredrickson, Mbeumo for Dorgu. So the only person that didn't finish on the pitch that you would consider a starting 11 was Ahmad because Ahmad played really poorly in the first half.
So why did we have such high expectations against Brighton, bro?
Because we didn't have Onana, innit?
Because we're beating Brighton this season 4-2.
No, I think because after Grimsby, but after Grimsby, and I know, people could say what they want, but after Grimsby, they actually, that first team that Waj is talking about, like the Amadi and Bumos and those guys, they actually started to play better. Because Ahmad, now everybody's calling for that Ahmad and Bumo to come back from AFCON because they're missing on the right-hand side. But after that Grimsby game, the two of them, the link up between the two of them got really solid.
No, so this is where I'm not.
You put yourself in mute, bro.
You muted yourself.
You muted yourself.
I can hear it.
Yeah. You just pulled a whole Kennedy, bro. Like legit.
I pulled wires. This is where revisionism happens because we scraped that Burnley win 3-2 when we scored in the 90. It took that Bruno penalty in the 97th minute. And then we played City. The worst City side this decade, where we were above them in the table, and people were generally going, "Yo, this might be our best chance to put 3-4 past City," and we got abused differently for 90 minutes. Yeah,
Jay, what are you doing, bro?
Pertinent African child, and they spank him in his butt.
That shit. What he's doing is wild, yeah. But we got done differently, and it's only after that the form kind of picked up. But
and then we went into our red card wins. Remember? Then after that, we could only win. Only if the other team have red cards.
because the City result is looked at a lot more favorably now because of where City are in the table. People were going on fan channels with the same amount of chest as that Liverpool game when we lost 7-0 at Anfield. Yeah, right. It's only looked at better now. Because City are challenging for the title, they've kind of sort out.
Yeah.
That City game, I think they didn't show up the way we're talking about the Brighton game. I think it's the same kind of lackluster mentality that they played at that City game. You're looking at from that aspect. If you're looking at it from that aspect, that mentality aspect, it's around the same. They were very lackluster.
I'll be honest.
They barely moved in that game.
Sorry to cut in, but I haven't seen that performance. I haven't seen that tempo since the Europa League final. I haven't seen us.
Please
Just
do
let it
not
happen.
trigger watch. Please do not trigger watch. Let's be family.
No, but like I'm
In
just
the
No,
same that
saying.
we
it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry.
I'm just saying. I haven't seen us just go do. It's you lot today. Like every other game, even Grimsby, like it was worse because like we were actually getting outplayed, but at least people were getting kicked up in the air. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know that game yesterday just felt like
Shit.
a team that it was kind of saying to us like you don't deserve it. That's kind of how it felt like to me. Like you don't the team is saying to us we don't deserve the silverware. We can't be bothered, bro. Like because it's an FA Cup and you're gonna be straight back on us the day afterwards anyway. And like people are still gonna get sold. People are still gonna get sacked.
Gerald, sorry, I know you've been waiting patiently.
No, the thing is, bro, there's nothing really to add. The game was shit. Everybody's just alluded to everything I was gonna say. There's completely nothing to add, bro. If I'm being honest, like you can't be a Man United player and go and perform like that and say you're giving your all. Fuck that, bro. Fuck that. Fuck yous. Get out of here. The board, get out of here. I have a real issue at the moment, and I'm gonna keep voicing this with pointless fucking job titles, pointless directors of footballs, pointless all of that. It's fucking pointless. Abs, I sent you that video on Instagram the other day because it actually makes sense. Fuck this shit. Fuck that. All this stuff of having a director, a board of directors that have directors of football on there, all of that nonsense. It's for the smaller teams.
Sorry, let me slightly interject. It's not necessarily a rubbish idea, but it is a rubbish idea if you put the wrong people there. Right?
Yeah.
For instance, Barada's never been in this job he's done before. So he's not best of class because he's never done it before. Jason Wilcox has only done this job once for Southampton. And
did you see
everyone
what he came out and said?
Everyone keeps saying it's the season they got relegated to. So clearly that's not best in class.
Wait, hold on. He said something recently, John.
He said something about him, like his best trait is a manager.
He's a coach at heart.
Yeah, so
He's a coach at heart.
I remember that triggered me. I remember that triggered me
so
because
much.
I hate people like that in football, generally in my life, where you're put in a position higher than me. Okay, you've been put, I don't know, manager of the whole place, and then you are now nitpicking on everything I do.
Exactly.
But yet you've never done my job.
Ever.
We all have the same experience as
just
Jason.
earned the right to get
What's
to
his
that
name?
place.
Wilcox. We all played
Ever.
FIFA. We play EAFC 26 and 25. We're also coaches at heart. But yeah, we're here.
Right. And then to further make it worse, your success was coaching and dealing with youth players.
Exactly.
So you have no experience with men's football. So everything goes against him. And then he says, because I'm a coach, I know I get involved in what the manager's doing a little bit too much, but I find that as a positive. Fuck off.
That's it. That's
Fuck
my
right
point.
off.
Fuck
Not
off,
at
then.
this level.
Yeah.
Not at this
That
level.
feels like trolling, bro. Are you trolling?
No,
He said it in
it's
I'm
genuine.
saying it's not real. I'm saying, is he trolling us? Is
By
he
saying
Of
trolling-
course it is. Bro, of course it is.
Apparently,
Of course it. Bro, what did he come in as? What's his first role when he came in? Was he like technical director of the?
He was technical director, and then Wilcox got sacked. He
No,
got
Ashford got sacked.
Ashford,
Yeah.
right. Ashford, sorry, not Wilcox. Ashford got
And then
sacked. Then
he
he
moved
got
up.
then he got the job.
It's
okay,
a
hold on.
farce.
All right, so I have a question.
farce.
Remember,
It's a money grab. It's a money grab, bro. It's a money grab.
So there's a technical director, and then there's a director of football.
They
So
used to be.
John, I'm going to
they
answer your
used to
question
be-
straight off the bat. I'm going to answer your question straight off the bat. They're the same role. I'm going to answer your question straight off because, sorry, director of football or whatever, yeah, can also be called technical director.
Yeah.
That both those terms, and I think I explained it. I don't know what show it was. I think it was in the morning show that I
I asked you
explained
the
it.
question, innit?
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's three different names for the same role.
Yes.
So hold on. So at a point in time, we actually had two people doing the same job.
Yes.
Well, no. So
No, but-
we brought in Wilcox's job was Fletcher's old job, which was directly to liaise with players, youth, and all that, and understand and make sure everyone, from what I remember, everyone from the youth upwards starts playing the same football.
Yep.
And Ashworth's job was specifically first team players, analysis, etc., etc., etc. So then, when Ashworth got fired, Wilcox has just taken Ashworth's role, Ashworth's things he was doing in his role, and then added them to
lump it together.
Yeah.
We're fun.
And again, bearing in mind, as White just explained there, right? The whole idea of changing the idea, I'm going to say this word because this word has been used everywhere. The DNA of the club. How are we going to play? What players are we going to buy? All of that is basically both roles, right? Because Wilcox one is the one that he goes to the individual players and said, okay, we're all going to play this way from under 16 upwards to the first team and blah, blah, blah. And then Ashford thing is I'm just going to concentrate on the first team, but we're going to do exactly the same thing. So one person can do both jobs.
Since he's a coach at heart, and thank you to that person in the group chat that said it. Why can't he also become manager?
Yeah, bro.
Have all the positions.
What did I say last week?
No, but
what was the three guys that I asked to come and do managerial job? Yeah, that can't do managerial jobs.
The pundits.
He can't do a managerial job. It's not for him. He's a coach. He's a coach that needs to be directed.
Coach Wilcox.
He's a coach, and I have no idea how he's got up so far.
Yeah,
but you know what? I've seen worse in football, so I'm just going to keep quiet. You should see non-league football. You'll be surprised how people just magically become higher up. And you're just like, in fact, I don't even have to go that far. Has anyone seen the BS that's happening in Chelsea and their backroom stuff?
No.
Everyone that's connected
what's the latest?
You know what? I'm not sorry. Allegedly, everyone connected to one coaching group. It's all getting promoted. And my boy Hassan, that's been there for 20 years. Fucking brilliant coach. They've kicked him out of his role and told him to go deal with the loan players. You go coach the loan players.
Wow.
Man has been doing under 60. He's done under 14, under 15, under 16, under 7, under 18.
Yeah.
For 20 years at Chelsea. They've now just taken the roles off him and said, yeah, go deal with the other players. We're going to fill it up with all our people. Brother, I don't even want to talk about football nonsense in the background. It's just, it's ridiculous.
It's a nonsense, bro.
It's
a nonsense, man. And I feel like...
But you know what? This segues into the next point, next topic. I just want to give everyone a heads up. This topic is massive because well and truly, we can go in any direction. And I do have some questions laid out, and I'm going to ask everyone. We're just not going to enjoy this because one of the questions he didn't want me to ask. But we're here.
I can't be bothered.
Yeah, kinetic coaching, something like that. Yeah. And yes, shambles. We're kind of glad we don't have that, but in the same time, we kind of have equally as bad.
We do.
So the next topic is what? Now what? Actually, today, what now? Sorry, I thought I said the other way to either way. What now? Now what? Same thing. Yeah, we're still gonna have Wilcox, so it's definitely the same thing. So
I think he's losing his job.
He better.
Do you know the face of Tweedledum and Tweedledee, where the scapegoat that you got rid of in any sort of corporate level, right? And this shit not only hits the fan, it gets worse, and there's no one else to blame when you look like a deer in the headlights. That's what both of them looked after that Brighton game.
But Omar will be safe. But as you said, Omar would be safer. Wilcox would be done, I think. Bro, I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait till the summer. I don't want him anywhere near the planning for next season.
Bro, I want him
before we
go into yeah, go on.
Because as you know, I have it's around this time my phone might ring and things like that for obvious reasons.
Hey, your honey, your sweet honeys, yeah. Honey badger.
Yeah, we hear it. Don't worry.
Pick up
Well,
the
you know,
phone, baby.
for those who don't know,
Pick up the phone, baby. All right, go on, bro.
Sorry.
I happen to be in Nigeria. Right? You know, my accent might not show. You know, I happen to be in Nigeria. And now what for me? There was a president we used to have in Nigeria. His name is General Sani Abacha. I was very young when he was president.
Yo, Jay, I don't know if it's just me. Your mic has gone.
Your audio's gone a little bit.
Oh, my bad. How about now?
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, that's better.
All right. So we used to have this president called General Sani Abacha, you know, when I was really young. And now what for me when it comes to United is when Abacha died, if you realize the way people were celebrating on the street, right? The way people are happy. So now what for me is whenever Glazer and Inos are out of this club, please let me know. Because that's what we need. That like a total reset. Like we need a whole new owner. All these.
I really want to skip one question because I really want to get your answer on this. Yeah,
go for it.
We'll skip the first question. The first question was what is United DNA? But Waj was going to give us a little bit of a history lesson,
yes,
and we're going to discuss that individually. Yeah, but actually, let's just skip to the second question I had. Are we actually better off with Ineos running the ship than the Glazers? Or, in other words, are we a better run club? Look at what I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna have a little bit of a free for all, but JJ, you go first, and then everyone else.
It's a good question.
Discuss this.
And I've spoken too much. I'd like to pass that baton to Mr. Ofori.
Bro,
Mr. Ofori, over to you, sir.
Don't leave. You need to answer this. Ofori, you can start. Go ahead.
No. Let him start. No. Let him start. Because normally he's a track star at this point.
Good point. He leaves without saying nothing. Yeah, JJ,
answer the question before you go.
Oh my God. Are we better off? Are we though? Honestly, with everything. So if we take it back.
Shakespeare, no double entendres. Yeah, just answer the fucking question.
Just answer.
Just answer the goddamn question.
I don't
Told
think
you.
Told you.
No, it's Federico.
I do not think we're better off. We're worse.
Yes or no, bro?
No, we're not. We're not better off. Honestly.
Okay.
So who's better with the Glazers?
No, I mean we're royally fucked regardless of which way you look at it.
I think you should put a poll out.
You know what? I don't have the powers for that. Yo, put a poll up, just out of interest, please.
Thank you, Nico. Nico got it right.
Now you can run off to Eastern European honey number 3.
Oh,
you changed. I thought it was Latinos.
Yo, Latinos, them Colombians, yeah.
Oh my God.
No,
I got a feeling, man. Hey, I'll be in the back, then put me back in. Let me see what is really needed. All right, I'll be right back.
All right, cool.
All right. Yeah, do you know what, Joe? Answer that question.
Are we not better off?
Are we the same? Are we better off? Is the club a little bit? Is it better run? It's a tough one, isn't it?
Okay. What are we? You see what you did at the beginning of the season? Are we allowed to be on the fence with this one?
No.
Nah, not today.
The thing is, right? It's because both ownership groups have done hellish stuff, terrible things. Like the Glazers have not put a single penny into this club, right? And as Vibes has said, they've completely bled this club dry. Yep. I feel like if there was supposed to be a DNA in this club, I feel like they've completely ruined it. As for the Ineos ownership group, I feel like they have more. It's hard to say they have more positives because under the Glazers, at least we won trophies, right? Under Ineos, we've just recruited better, but it's still the same shit. So it's tough, man. It's tough. It's a tough one. Are we better off without having Ineos in here? The club probably would have been broke because I swear they pumped some money in, right? Ineos.
Well, yeah, I think we had a chance they had a bit of pressure to sell.
They had to. Ineos bought, obviously had a higher price, higher share price. There's also on the pretenses that they put in 300 million to renovate the club, which is why they've got the new training ground at Carrington, because that's come from the 300 million that Ineos put in.
Yeah.
So wait, hold on. Is that 300 million including what they spent on the transfers?
No,
I think the transfers.
The 300 million. That's separate. That's separate.
Yeah. I think, and I don't know, I could be wrong here. I think they've borrowed again for the transfer, so I think that's been put on our.
Well, yeah, that was the story about the credit thing, isn't it? That's
we managed to increase our credit rating so that we can borrow and spend more. That's what I've heard. I haven't even checked the numbers myself, so I don't even have time for this.
The one question I asked back to you to that one is, if someone just put in the chat there about Woodward. If Woodward had hired a manager at Amorim, do you think he would have backed him in January?
No.
Historically,
we never buy in January. Historically, we never buy in January.
I don't think he would have.
Mata Bruno Dogu. That's all we've ever got.
Yeah. So I don't think. I think, forget the January thing. I think the spending in general, right? I think we would have spent more, but I don't think we would have spent correctly.
Correctly, yeah.
Right. Now, don't get me wrong. Ineos have not spent fantastically. Right. I still don't really understand their plan. Yeah, a little bit. And I'm gonna say this. And by the way, it's not really by much. Yeah, it's not. If I was to give ratings to both of them, it would probably be a difference of 1. Yeah. If I give them a rating out of 10. But actually, Ineos' idea of the structure in the club is correct. So they've actually they've been a step up to the Glazers for that. Their execution of the structure is good. Will probably keep us in the same place for the next 2 seasons. And that's already added that this is half a season plus the first season they had. Because they have to get that right and get the right people in there and then allow the right people to work. Right now we don't have the right people. We have the structure or the idea, but we don't even have the right people.
Yeah.
When would they decide to put the right people in? Question mark. And so for that question mark, I'm gonna say it's gonna be an average of 2 years before they realize Walcott can't do the job. If he gets sacked this summer, great. They'll bring someone else. But then it's probably gonna take another year to realize Omar can't do this job.
Yeah.
That's the harder one for me.
I don't think it would take a year for him to get found out. I think he's being found out now, to be honest.
I don't think Omar is. I think Wilcox is the one in more trouble because of his title. Omar can skate away from this. The only thing that Omar has on him right now is the idea that he pushed for Amorim and said, I'm going to get Amorim no matter what. We don't. I think most people are saying that that's the truth. We don't actually know if that's the truth, but that's the only X you want to put on his name.
Question.
Yeah, go on.
Whose remit is it to have the plan B?
Technically, it'll be all of them.
Do you not think that falls on Omar?
Yes or no? The idea of a plan B, yes. When it comes to picking who is in the plan B, no. Right? So this is what I'm saying. Yes, the idea of having a plan B should be Omar's, but the idea of who should be in the plan B would come down to Jake Wilcox, because remember, he's the one directing what we're doing in terms of tactics and play and a manager that fits that window.
Okay, but so say there's a plan B. Plan B, I assume, will have a list of names. Some of those names.
The list of names will come from Wilcox. Plans B funding will come from Omar.
Yeah. So if we're making an Excel spreadsheet and it says Plan B, one will make the tabs for the names. One will make the tab for the overarching actual like this is who we're
The
going to
cost
get.
of it, the cost of it, what we could
You
do
know-
within that plan. I actually think that's still Wilcox.
All right,
actually. Now,
quickly.
the more I think
Do you know
about
why? Do you know why? Do you know why Barada's safer, and he's got a stay of execution because of the financial numbers we generated last. Yeah, because as the CEO / former CFO, you get credit for improving the numbers, regardless of as we all know, regardless of what all the underlings do underneath. As the overall boss, you get the credit, and we generated record revenues last year. In a business sense, we're improving.
Yeah.
However, football fans don't give a shit about business sense, as we all know.
Yeah, and this is the scary thing. This is what all the Chelsea people. This is all what like Matisse, Rory. This is what them man are all ranting about with their club as well. This is what's scary about what's happening right now, because their measurement of success is not the same as ours. To them, if someone turns up next week and says, "Yeah, £80 million for heaven," that's success to them.
Yeah.
Scary,
But,
yes.
but
And
I think
by the way,
missing...
it'll be up to Wilcox.
Very true.
It'll be up to Wilcox. And yeah, someone just added another guy, although he's more recruitment, so he's technically still under Wilcox. Christopher Vidal. It'll be up to Wilcox to try and change the mind of Omar to say, I know it's 80 million in the bank, but don't sell him because we can make more with him in the team. That'll be Wilcox's job.
But that's the thing. How? The only way you make more out of your team is
if we're successful with him in the team. But that's what I'm saying. This is why I'm saying the pressure. This is why I'm saying this position is too big for Wilcox.
So football is moving financially in the same direction as the NFL, because Man United's came with the rise of Sky Sports, and because our fan base is what it is. We are the second highest valued football club in the world based off Forbes' list, yeah, and that is even with the level of success we've had in the last 5 years. The only team that are above us are Real Madrid, and them man got 4 Champions League in the last 6 years or something.
Yeah, something stupid,
right? Yeah. So Man United is one of the very few clubs where
you don't have to win to be
pitch success, does not equate to
for now.
This is my point. This is I don't know why Chelsea are doing it, yeah, because they surely can't fit into that same category. Although maybe they're just all right with being further down the table.
So my opinion, and this is just an opinion on this, because Chelsea's owners also own the LA Dodgers. Right, and the way the LA Dodgers have their contract structure with their players, the same way the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, in my opinion, has affected United financially. Chelsea are now going to feel the same with the LA Dodger player contracts, the delay in payment of player contracts because of how the MLB financially works. It's actually really clever, right? In my opinion, Chelsea are now going to start feeling the effects of that, which is why they've implemented the Moneyball scheme, which was so successful for the Oakland Athletic in the early 2000s.
But anyway, that still puts us in a very it's so self-explanatory. It's so clear to see. We don't actually have to win for people to keep talking about us. Do you know what I mean? For people to sell a story of our name, to sell a shirt.
After a while, it's gonna catch up. You're still gonna need some type of success.
It doesn't seem like it, man.
I mean, when I mean a while, maybe another 10 years, because over time, you're gonna have other people that they don't want to support the club anymore, right?
So you're right, because you gotta think, and I don't know I know they're business people, but I would hope to God they could see the numbers. I think a large part, correct me if I'm wrong, anyone can correct me if I'm wrong, a large part of the fact that we got record revenue last year was because we were in the Europa League. Now imagine what would happen if we were in Champions League somehow. Now imagine what would happen if we won the league or won the Champions League. I just keep seeing numbers, but the problem is sometimes people are happy where they are. Sometimes some managers, some people, some players, some owners are happy being second place as long as the money is there.
Money is there.
Right? And
I don't even know if it's the case.
I've said this before about a manager that, thank God, I don't think is going to be the interim manager, right? I said some people are born to finish second. Ole was one of them. Ole was one of them. It was one of the list. Arteta was the other one, but 5 years later, he actually might not be second anymore. So I think when they look at the money, they don't care. These guys do not care about winning. I think Radcliffe wants to win a little bit, but his sports success is not.
No, he's sold you, bro. Don't let him say
Radcliffe just want to be able to say with his
He sold you a river, bro.
No, he's not sold down the river. Absolutely right. The reason he wants to win is because, as I alluded to for years now, his general sporting success is so bad that aside from the Ineos chemical plant, he looks like a fucking loser everywhere in everything else he's touched. Yeah, right. Like Jenny, he looks like a fucking loser everywhere else. As men. And generally, like people at that level with that level of wealth, it's an ego thing at that point.
A reputation is huge.
Yeah, it's a reputation thing. Like you take the most successful Formula 1 team in the last decade, totally destroy it when your investment comes. You sell Nice, you sell Lisson. Your cycling success is tainted by alleged blood doping. Yeah, it's like. It's not a great look, is it?
I mean, let's even go on a smaller level, right? And just think, this is billionaires we're talking about. Let's just think on the normal day-to-day people. People on this channel don't want to be proven wrong or admit they're wrong. The ego is killing it. Now imagine that on a bigger stage with your billions invested into it. It'd be 10 times worse. And that whole, yes, he got the script right, born in Manchester, and everyone loved it and all the rest. But brother, at some point you're gonna have to deliver. And I think when I said that it's gonna take 2 years to get it right, I think when it hits to that point, Sir Jim might move mad.
Might. Bro, he was screaming.
I'm laughing at Vibes' comment, bro. This guy's
so like baby mother in the middle of the match. Man.
I was about to say we should ask Joel to see what he thinks about it. Joel, what do you think about that statement?
I'm a broke billionaire, bro. Don't put me in that, bro.
You're still a billion, but you're still a billion.
But
you're still a billionaire.
I'm bankrupt. All my assets are liquidated, bro. I got nothing, bro.
Bankruptcy don't mean shit for people that are billionaires,
bro. You're just bankrupt in England. There's 192 other countries you in.
Bro, I got bare CCJs, bro.
All right, so let me, because I'm looking at the time, guys. Yeah, let me never doubt my own jaw. No, the next question. I'm actually going to skip the United DNA unless we have time for it at the end. Yeah. And this is a real difficult one, yeah, because I've been lost. I've been lost for the last 48 hours with all this interim that, yeah. What is Carrick going to bring to us for the next 6 months? If anyone knows anything about his managerial career, I only know negative, so I'm not going to talk first. What do you think he's going to bring to Man United, to this squad, to our results, to our playing style? What do you think he's going to bring? Going to start with Coley on this one. Wad, you're next.
When they say steady the ship, they ain't talking about our ship, bro.
Yeah, Riri said it right. DNA, bro. DNA.
Like, literally, he's a shield. He's a human shield. Because they know the fans aren't going to throw him under the bus the same way we would someone that they grab from anywhere else. And it also means that like we're not demanding he's asked awkward questions in presses. We don't even really want to see that for him. Pundits aren't going to be getting onto him because they're all his mates. It's just cools things down for Glinius. So yeah, to be honest, like
so a reduction of the noise is what he's going to bring.
Deflection and distraction. That's what it'll bring.
According to Football Manager, I think he was down as an attacking coach, right? So maybe.
That's the first time I've ever heard someone say it, according to Football Manager.
I know nothing about him, bro. According to Football Manager,
according to Football Manager, man.
Well, I don't know where Matt's got his information from, but he's saying that Carrick's teams are good in possession, but they lack in attack.
No, so
which is actually gone.
They lack in defense, but
I think he's gone hand in hand with what Vibe said as well, because he said he did decent at Middlesbrough, but lost a lot of his attackers.
Yeah,
unfortunately for me.
apparently defensively, like he is what we are currently, which is just like, you know what I mean.
Oh, okay. Carrick will bring a level of oh my god. Oh no. I should have read that before I put it up.
You've already put it up.
You already put it up, bro.
Damn. Brush, man. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, actually, it's fine. He spelled it wrong.
He's about to give you up.
He spelled it wrong. It doesn't even say what
I don't know what he's saying, bro. He's concussed.
He spelled it wrong. It doesn't even say that.
So you know what?
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, I've heard some negatives about him, as you will. Yeah. I have heard everything that people have said about this. He did decent at Middlesbrough, but fell off when it was time to the playoffs, and then end up in about 10th position in Championship, which is not successful at all. I didn't know why. So if Vibes is right and he lost all these attackers, then that could explain.
But also that Middlesbrough team, from what I remember, they weren't. They at the start of the season, no one had them in the playoffs or going up or anything like that.
Where they when they took him over? Because he had that Akpom guy.
I swear the season before they finished like bottom half, man.
Yeah, like he was.
So why do they write it like it was his fault that he didn't get to playoffs then?
Because it did capitulate towards the end.
Yeah. So with that bit, there has been conversation about his tactical inflexibility, which is just great after the manager we've just had for the last 14 months.
You know what? I've seen a quote somewhere. He's come out and he said he's one of those ones that will never change his style.
Who said that?
I'll try and find it somewhere. Carry it.
Our new manager, bro.
I'll try and find it.
I can't take it no more, bro.
I swear I'll try and find it and put it in the chat somewhere. I'll try and find it.
So hold on, wait. You mean to tell me, you sack one manager because he pissed you off, and then the very next game, was it the draw or the loss? Was it the draw or the loss?
To Burnley.
And Burnley played 3-back, no?
No, so
no, Burnley played 3-back,
Yeah, so we drew against a 3-back right after you sacked the manager for playing a 3-back. And then now we're gonna go and get Carrick, who refuses to change his system. Which is also the reason why we sacked my man.
Well, that's because
I got the quotes for you if you need it though.
Oh, you got it, yeah.
Please. I need to lose my head for tactical
inflexibility, particularly in his insistence on playing out from the back at Middlesbrough, even when players struggled, leading to a perceived lack of a plan B and making his team predictable.
So hold on.
No, do you know what he said there? He said, "You see what the last guy did? I'm gonna do that." That's what I'm gonna do.
Let me get this straight.
You see what he did? That's what I'll do.
He plays his Nah. No, please, guys, travel with me here. Yeah.
No, I don't want to go.
The players couldn't play out the back. Yeah. No. Hear me out. Because at any level, this is stupidity. The players struggle to play out the back. He never changed it. So you're telling me they were losing the ball?
But guess what?
In that
What's his
area?
name? Hold up.
Dangerous area.
Hold up. Abs. What's his name? Company did the same thing. He got the Bayern job. Remember?
Yeah, but hold on a second. Let's clear that up just a little bit. He dominated championship, which Carrick never did.
Yeah.
And then he tried to play.
Hang on, wait. Do you know if you have the strongest team in the championship with the most financial backing and parachute payments and don't dominate the championship, yeah, then you're just shit at it. Like there's
Well, that's us.
Hold on.
Because we've had
You bring company to Burnley. You ask him to do a City. He done a City, fam. Give me all the money.
but that's what like comparing Carrick, who was on like fucking Everton's budget comparative to Man City. Like, I want like that. I'm just trying to apply like a little bit of context. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
One man.
So we had a lot to. So when I said now what or what now, yeah, we got a lot to look forward to. Then cool, fantastic, right? That's good.
From 3-1
but like,
to 3-4.
no, but like, oh, hang on. How many games are left in the season? 9. Well, we played 20, right?
Yeah, 18 more.
About 20 games. Let's just say that.
Right, yeah. Most of the teams were only going to be facing once because we've already played once. He's only here for like the 3-4 months. If he was inflexible and he's our manager going into next season, then it's an issue. But it's just he's just here to do a fucking job.
Let me give Abs one more piece of data, by the way. I was looking at, there's this coach on Instagram that breaks down people's formation. Oh, by the way, Carrick also plays with 3 at the back. He plays a 3-2-5 like City. When he's building out, he's built out
3-2-5.
On the build out, he plays a 3-2-4-1 like City, like 3-2-4-1 on the build out. On defense, they play 4-2-3-1, but on offense, they play 3-2-4-1 when they're building.
What? Where's Carrick gone? Where's Michael Carrick gone?
Back 3.
Hey, Carrick.
No. So
Carrick.
Wait, no. Hang on.
No, he got the words mixed up.
It starts. The base formation is a 4-2-3-1. He plays with a fullback, but when he progresses his attacks and stuff, then it becomes like the City with the 3-2 with the 3-2
with the defensive
3-2.
I'm trying to wait.
Right. However,
all I'm saying is now,
I think this is a lot of analysis for a guy who's not going to
all I'm saying. JJ, you've been told.
That's what we don't want.
So I'm saying is now, he can't do any of that. He's not gonna have
the players.
If we,
imagine he does that against Liverpool.
No, do it. Do it. I beg you, do it. Please.
I'm not going to. I'm not. Yeah,
it's gonna use my
vibes. You're absolutely right. I'm not going to. I'm not. Well, first of all, that second part of what you're saying is nonsense. But I'm not going to do mad breakdowns. I hope he keeps it simple. I just hope he keeps it simple. Right? I just hope he keeps it simple.
For 3-3.
But look, we've got. I'm gonna extend this and just go a little bit next 10 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna go through every one of you. I'm gonna start with Waj though, and it's a key question because this phrase has been killing me.
If you ask me the United way, I'm gonna racially abuse you.
Yeah, it's
straight. Do it on the means. Do it on the means. I don't mind. Waj. Wait, no.
As you were.
Yeah. What is United DNA to you? To you. When someone says it, what does it mean to you?
So I think, as I alluded to earlier, the United way is different for every person how you interpret it. As a man who's been going to games since he was 4, and have a family history grandfather like going to see Best and all that shit and tell me stories of. But it is, for me, it is a way to get away Manchester. It used to be an escapism from your real life where you go and enjoy your football team who had a real instillment in the community, gave back to the community, did stuff around the community, and along with the work, along with attacking high press, entertaining football on the pitch. Now, for me, everyone using the DNA to go tactically and youth and all that. That's one part. That's one part. And that part you can sort of replicate on the pitch. The second part, which I am alluding to, is where I think the soul of the club has been written out, has been torn out, because those are all things Man United used to do in terms of outreach and community sense and all that. That's now what Man City do. So that's my sort of interpretation of what United DNA.
So part of the United DNA, Man City have taken, and Man United have lost.
Yeah.
In your okay. All right.
If you go around good point, especially with the younger generation now in Manchester, you can see like the younger generation are more bothered about it. But City do so much more. As I've sort of talked about many times, like that side of Manchester where Man City are based, it was a total shithole when City got a hold of it. Now there's the Man City complex, there's a sports center, there's a high school, there's a college, there's pure infrastructure. They've created jobs. They've updated the velodrome that was there. They've now built the Co-op music complex that's there. So it's that part of Manchester is a total entertainment hub. It's a central hub. They've got so many outreach programs and stuff like that. So you know
what? The next question I was going to ask, but this comment as well is just out of interest. How much of those changes were done with public funds rather than private?
None
of it was public.
So
you must be really disappointed that Ineos are asking the public to be involved in our new stadium and everything.
Well, I wasn't initially because my taxes, my council taxes were going up and stuff like that, right? Because initially, the initial project was it covered a good portion of Greater Manchester. Now, obviously, they've gone against that because Andy Burnham doesn't want to lose his seat as Manchester Mayor. Labour don't want to lose their seat, but that's a whole other different political.
So JJ says you can do things when you have endless money to spend. Give me my Emirates money bag.
Why do you text it? Hang on. Why do you message it there when you fucking
No. I actually like the fact he's messaged it because the reply straight away from Vibes is he's on the panel with you. I think.
Why are you coming to me?
Who do you think he's talking about? It ain't me. It's you, bro.
What do you mean me?
You're the billionaire, bro.
Money. Money.
You lot still doing this? What did we discuss? You lot still doing this?
I didn't say nothing. It was JJ,
bro.
Okay.
Anyway, my point being is,
the money I got here is Monopoly money for you fuckers, bro.
You can distinct a portion of United DNA to tactics, DNA of there's always been a youth player from Busby and stuff like that, and the original Busby Babes and all that stuff. But DNA stems so much, in my opinion, DNA of Man United stems so much further. It's the effect on the city, the people, the fan base, what they do and stuff like that, and that shit you can't measure.
Okay.
Something brick by brick.
So let me have a stab at this because I have obviously a different perspective because I'm not from Manchester, so I didn't see all of the extra stuff. And actually, if I'm even going to go deeper, I mean, I wasn't even born in this country. So the craziest thing, my first reason for supporting this club is that my uncle supported Arsenal. That's my first reason for supporting United. And I used to see how bloody angry he used to get when United beat Arsenal. So I was like, yep, supporting that team. Because for some reason, I'm just competitive like that. I'm petty. So I love that uncle as well, by the way. He's my favorite uncle. But just for that little bit of competition. And then my brother supported United as well. Yeah. So I don't get the extra stuff about United way. When someone tells me the United way, the good things about the United way that I think about is, you're right, it's the attacking football. It's the never say die attitude. It's the last minute goals at ridiculous times of the pitch. It's the extra time. Yeah, or Fergie time they call it. Right? It's there, the defiance, that's a good word as well. And yeah, and the Champions League game that everyone talks about, 99, where I mean, if you watch that game, Bayern Munich were all over us for 90 minutes. Like, I was watching at my front room thinking, when are they going to score? Like, when is this game dead? When is it going to die? Because we were getting dominated. And all of a sudden, bang, we get our goals in extra time and then we get the win. But there's also another side of it. When we go deeper, it's having the best manager in the world and the helm has also been there forever. Is having, quite frankly, the best players in the league. Or at least players that can compete with world-class players in Europe. So when I hear the United way, or people say the United way, I kind of go, and I think I've said this before, but in a different way, those days are dead. They're gone. You don't have the best manager in the world anymore that ran this club for 27 years. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? We don't have the best players in the league anymore, or at least ones that can compete with that. Yeah. And we certainly don't have the most money to spend to get the best players in the world. And if we think about it, who is even world-class in our squad? This United way that everyone remembers fondly, because this is the only one I remember. Again, I don't know what it is for people that lived in Manchester or people that lived older than me. Yeah, success with attacking football. I get all that. That's the extra stuff. But I'm saying all the other stuff that made that possible. And then even when we had the weaker players or the players that weren't world class, we still had the manager to get. I don't know how he won the league with Carrick and Cleverley in the centre mid.
He also gave one quote.
I did that.
He also gave one quote
of him.
Do you remember he gave this quote where he said, "Give me Zidane and like 10 planks of wood, and I'll win you the Champions League."
And he could do that.
And he could do that, innit?
But we've never had. We don't have that anymore. So when I hear people, ex-players and all the assistants of this United DNA, I just straight away go, we don't have the facilities for that, big man. That's just the truth. We don't have the facilities for that.
Something's missing there, though, bro. Something's missing in that story, bro. There's a culprit that's gone awry, fam. Well,
ownership, Glazers.
No. Oh. Fergie won.
David Gill.
He weren't like the overseer at Carrington. Like, he bring the boys through, he gives it a chance. But who was growing people at Carrington? Where did they go, bro? You know, like that.
Yeah, okay.
Like the class of 92 are a product of Carrington. But before they got to Fergie, and I guess a lot of the time that was Fergie, to be fair. If you listen to a lot of their stories, like he went and picked up Beckham, he picked up the Nobles, he picked up. So he was doing the scouting as well.
Yeah, he was doing the scouting.
It's really bad for me to say this, right? And I know people are going to be upset. United DNA for me started with Sir Alex Ferguson. Everything started with him.
No.
But again, this is what I'm saying. It's for me.
What you remember?
The Busby Babes. It's the Busby Babes. It can't be.
I don't remember that. You got again. When I started watching football, it was.
But that doesn't mean the United DNA didn't start before when we remember.
I don't. This is when I'm saying deep down. When I think about United DNA, I only think about him. The Bugsy Babes and stuff like that I learned afterwards.
Yeah, same. Because we weren't there.
But then, abs, real quick. But you're still able to connect whatever Sir Alex was doing to that history. You understand?
It's again, and correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, United DNA seems to have been grown from 2 of the longest serving managers in United.
Right.
No, 3. 3. Because you've got Bobby
Charlton.
Yeah.
Was
you mean Bobby
Wait,
Charlton?
what?
But he wasn't a coach though.
He wasn't a manager.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
didn't say Bobby Charlton. He did. I said Bobby.
No,
I thought it was. That's what he was trying to say when he said Bobby.
Okay.
You know.
So in my mind, I go, okay. And now comes to a word that I said earlier. Patience. Yeah. We don't have the patience for that legacy to be built again.
I don't think it's about not. I disagree.
I don't know, but
I disagree.
I don't even know what's made these guys start laughing. But I know it's
the vibe.
That brush was 42 when Bob.
Sorry, Abs, you're saying we don't have the patience, yeah? But the most crackhead fan base in football,
I think
Arsenal
FC,
they've got the patience for Arteta, but we don't have the patience to go and do it again.
Name a manager that's been here for 4 years and not won anything.
No, but I'm just saying, like, why?
And that's the problem.
Because we lower our standards, isn't it?
And that's the problem. It's when it's, and by the way, again, like I said, patience was the first thing that I said at the beginning of this show, right? And I brought it back again. We don't have the patience for this. And by the way, just to make it worse, the owners we have that's running the football, they lack patience too.
and you wanna make it even worse? Do you
get money. Oh, go on.
No, do you want to make it even worse? This is the one thing Mark Hen's always been right about, regardless. He's wrong on a lot of things, but he has always said the one thing he's always been consistent with, and I want to give people credit where it's due. The one thing he's always been consistent with, even with Ten Hag, even though everything around him might have been wrong, he has always said this fan base isn't prepared for a rebuild, and he's absolutely right.
Oh, okay, cool. Good. I was thinking there was something else that he said, but I've said that too. So
if I can make a statement real quick, I don't think it's about lacking the patience, right? Is when we're trying to do this whole rebuild and somebody starts doing it and they are using a method that is unfamiliar to what you have grown used to, that have given you a success in the past, is very hard, right? If Amorim was like, for example, someone like Ten Hag, I was patient with Ten Hag. I was okay with seeing him continuing to build. At least he was attacking. It wasn't like he was playing demonic football, which is what I would call the way I perceive the way Amorim was playing to start with. It wasn't. I mean, and also yes, Ten Hag also has some tactical inflexibility in the way he sets up. Right, 3-1-6, putting Casemiro in the middle to die, every single game. What I'm just saying is, like, the type of coach that we have a patience for is, if you can show us something that we're familiar with, we are on the front foot, we want to be attacking in the way we go about things, I do think that we won't mind to see that work out.
Can I interrupt you straight off the bat?
Go ahead.
Arteta's played 3-5-2 in his first season. When he won the FA Cup and Arsenal wanted to get rid of him. Then between the second season, he started changing or playing 2 roles, which was the 3-5-2 and then the 4-3-3.
Where did he finish? Where did he finish?
He finished 8th twice.
Yeah.
And
then 5th.
And then 5th. And by the way, in those 2 8th, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Arsenal fans were perfect. Yeah. They wanted him out. But the Arsenal board, the guys that run things, gave him the time. And missed all the thing. And it looks like he's about to actually win it now. Although I do hope that they crash and burn and finish second somehow so that I can go back to adding him to my list of people that are born to finish second. That would be so great. Yeah. But just generally, the patience to finally get them here. Oh, wow. Someone's pulled the plug on him. The patience to finally get to where he is now, where he's top of the league in Champions League, top of the league in the Prem, and he's still in all the competitions. Man United fans, and maybe even the board as well. No one at United is ready to just.
You do know some of you do know some of that success. You do know some of that patience of the back of the LA Rams doing as well as they did in those years as well, right?
I'll be honest. I didn't know the in and outs.
So in 2019, when they flopped Europe, the LA Rams went to the Super Bowl. In 2022, when he flopped the league, the LA Rams won the Super Bowl. Yeah, and they were also in the middle of moving. They're also in the middle of moving from St. Louis to LA as well, in that new high tech SoFi Stadium as well. The Kroenkes were in the middle of moving their beloved NFL team to at the same time as well, which also helps because there's no way they could have managed.
In terms of financial,
sorry to interrupt you, Joe. I just need to answer Vibes because I think Vibes still thinks that I'm talking about Amarin. I'm not talking about Amarin now, right? We have so many managers that you can go through and decide which one of them you wanted to give 4 years to or 3, right? The only reason Amarin is fresh is because he's just been recently sacked. But this could have. I think, and I know this is gonna annoy people. I think probably the most unfairly treated person was LVG.
Yeah.
My opinion.
Whoa, hold on.
Let's not go back though.
No, wait.
So you sack him. We sacked him because Pep was coming to the league and he just won a FA Cup. That's why we sacked him.
Do you know what we just did to Amarin?
I know what we just did to Amarin. We
just sold him a dream. He was a king in Portugal, you know. We sold him a dream, brought him here, we took a king and made him a manager of a franchise McDonald's. And when he turned around and said to us, "Raw, can I at least get like a fridge?" Told him, "Shut him up."
It's true.
Can I at least get a fridge?
I like that.
Told him, "Shut him off." and then dashed him away. All right, cool. He didn't do great, but we did all of that during a season. Like, so you made him burn a bridge where he's created his own legacy, and he's young, by the way, where he started his legacy. You made him burn that bridge to then treat him like an interim, basically, when he was here. Because the second that he piped up, dashed him away. Like, and we don't feel sorry for that. Like,
I'm not saying I don't feel sorry for it. I just felt like I remember when this man entered the room at the FA Cup and then literally the next day, you're gone, mate.
Picture with Fergie, all of that.
The next day he was gone.
Yeah, and then Mourinho was interviewing.
Even I was sitting there going, "Raw."
I
like his Mourinho, although Mourinho should have come earlier. That's again another problem. But
wait, now I think about it. Didn't LVG do something similar to Amarin in terms of talking about transfers?
That's after he lost his job.
Oh, was it after?
Yeah, whilst he was here, he promoted the youth. He kept his mouth shut.
Yeah.
I feel like he said something though. I swear he said something before the final.
But that was when all the reports were out that he was losing his job regardless.
Yeah. I think he got a little bit spicy when basically it was like, "Oh, Pep is not coming." So now,
because the FA Cup final, like every single, from what I remember, and again I could be wrong, but from what I remember, every single media person seemed to know he was losing his job, and the only person that didn't know he was losing his job was Van Gaal.
And we hadn't even played the game yet. It was mad.
Yeah, we hadn't even played.
Hence why he brought the trophy into the interview room. Because he was like to say, "Oh, you guys thought I was losing the job. Look, here's me. I'm leaving with something." I think that was the bottom line in the Dutch way. That's what he was trying to say. I'm leaving with something.
No, he wasn't wrong, but I think we just did Aaron absolutely filthy. To be honest,
I do. I think we do a lot of managers filthy, and it's all down to patience. Are we ever going to be patient with any manager that comes?
But I'm going to be advocate. I'm going to be devil's advocate, and I think out of all the managers, Amarin's the one who hasn't helped himself the most. Yeah, he's right. Hang on, right?
Yeah,
there was multiple reports to say like, when the going got tough 3 months in and the team weren't playing the exact same way he wanted to, like they weren't sporting, he wanted to quit. Like every 3 weeks in that opening 6 months, he wanted to quit. I know obviously, Coley, I know obviously you and Pav had that back and forth, but to go 13 months, have one back-to-back win, and then be pissed off at your board in January to say, why are you not backing me, when unfortunately in a results-based business, yeah, you ain't got the result, regardless of where we are in the league table, results-based wise, yeah, given how the 6 months have gone, like to then shout and scream that you haven't been backed, like screams like not reading the room.
Let me answer that, please.
No. Yeah, let me just finish my points, and then I'll and then to have like constant historical just fuck up after fuck up, crash out after crash out. Like he's not. Whereas Satan, yeah, Satan, Van Gaal, and Jose, yeah, they either won something, had something, and like 2 years in, 3 years in, it's like, what are we doing? This man's just like historically, it like went on a historically bad run, and then like at every single, like he just was emotionally unstable. Anytime the going got tough, like you have to help yourself in some situations.
Of course, but do you know what? I feel like
I do understand that as well.
I feel like his whole story is it's a chicken or the egg situation. You bring a man in midway season, you tell him change the system from what we're not playing, and someone tells you before you do all of this is going to cost you in around the region of like 500-600 mil to make said transition, and you don't spend that much. This is like me saying to you, Wedge, we're going to start an F1 team. I'm going to go and get Fiat to go and make us an engine. I'm going to get flipping Vauxhall to make the chassis. And I'm
like Coley, don't get me wrong. I totally agree with you. The only pushback I was having, like, in terms of playing the advert, is like because of how shit the last 2 results have been under Fletcher, and it's like, oh look, we were wrong. Like, firstly, I'm on record, and Ab's gonna test. I'm on record saying, like, even though I wanted him gone, while he was on path for achieving Champions League, yeah, and we're in 6th position, you can't sack the man.
Yeah, like, no, that's not what we're debating here. I think all I'm trying to say is, yeah, it's that chicken or the egg thing, and I think that's what they've got us caught up in as a fan base right now, because some people concluding chicken, some people concluding egg, and really and truly, like it's the bastard that went and created the battery pen. Like that's what started this whole evolutionary cycle. Because if you look at what we're saying here, we're saying for you to go compete with Red Bull, you need £1 billion car. Yeah. And then Ayes Ineos turn up and say to you, here's 200 mil. Go beat him. Yeah. Go beat him. Go on.
I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you.
And you know the craziest thing of what you're saying as well is every team we are trying to beat to get to the place we want has been strengthening for the last 3 years non-stop.
Yes.
And they're still strengthening now. So if United are really sitting there thinking that they can only spend they only have to spend 200-300 mil every summer, I think you're going to catch up to the Arsenal, to the Man City are probably going to buy 2 players now after spending money in the summer and spending money 100
mil. They spend the same as us in the summer. They spend the same as us in the summer.
They spend the same mil on it right now, yeah?
If Man United really think that being cheap is going to get you back into this battle, good luck to you.
Well, also
Chelsea has spent $1 billion. 2 billion.
Also, well, I mean, you're doing pre-sales of players. Well, you also got to think of the amount of players we've let go and the amount of players we brought in to replace. We let go of 5, 6, and we only realistically brought in 4 stars.
4.
Well, yeah. No, Le Mans and the 3 attackers.
Yeah. Joe, Cody, just really quickly, what's United DNA to you? And then we're gonna leave after that.
So, you wanna go?
No, before you go, I've been yapping loads tonight.
I can't. I'm definitely like Abs. Like, I'm a Londoner. I remember Wajid was a bit upset with me because I was the Cockney Reds when I was like, yeah, Arsenal.
You're all Cockney. You're all Cockney Reds. Every single one of you. Yeah? Every single fucking one of you. Let me make that clear.
Manchester United is at East London.
I didn't want Man City to win nothing, by the way. I prefer Arsenal. It was a lot of the other London ones that were like, nah, absolutely not. Listen.
You lot have seen anyway what I posted. You see how I get it. You know what I'm trying to say? You've seen it. But back to the question. United's DNA. To me, growing up, I'm only gonna keep it football related to what I saw on the pitch. It was the great attacking play. It was the aggressiveness. It was the excitement. It was the risk taking. The fact that like we could be 2-0 down or something like that, and still take risks, still leave men forward, pause, and leave open spaces, pause, and make sure that we can.
It's football terms, bro.
I know, man, but people.
I wasn't even thinking about that until you paused it, bro.
No, it's the comments. It's the comments, bro.
Fuck the comments,
though. See how you want, bro.
I've got to protect myself, man. Yeah, it's we would commit men forward. We would commit men forward and have you off your seats. And that's what really excited me. That's what made me want to be a Manchester United supporter. Yeah. Growing up, I wanted to play for Manchester United. But if I'm being honest, if I'm a player now in this day and generation and Man United came knocking at the door for me, I'll say, fuck that. If I'm going to go to Manchester United right now, it's a money grab.
No.
It's a money grab.
Wait. No, I got to ask you a question now. Now you said that. Right. Yeah. Sorry, Coley.
That's right.
Aston Villa, Man United, Arsenal, come for you.
What team am I at currently?
Don't worry about what team you're at. Those are your three options.
Aston Villa,
Arsenal, United.
Yeah.
I know he's going to say as well, you're a scumbag, Joe. I know you're going to say it. Open your mouth, bro.
Where you going, big man?
Scumbag.
Where you going?
Let's see. Okay, let's see how much you hate them.
Look, he's reading himself.
Let's see how much you hate them. That's disgusting. It's actually disgusting.
He's foul, bro.
That's actually disgusting. Don't ever chat to me about how much you hate Arsenal.
I ain't answered. No, you know what? I'll go Villa.
Bullshit.
No, I'll go Villa.
See the thing is, I gave him an out, but I really feel like I shouldn't have.
Yeah, I'll go Villa. I'll go Villa. No, I'll go Villa. I'm going Villa.
All right, United come, Arsenal come. Where you going? Fuck that, I ain't gonna give you the where you going?
Look, I'll be honest. I'll say it for real. At this period of this time right now,
brother, I don't need context. I don't need the explanation. I don't need the start. I don't need the prelude. Arsenal, Man United. Where you going? Call us. That's it. That's all I need to know.
Man United.
KD's flogging you to
Oh, yeah, you know what? I thought he said Arsenal. I was right on the trigger, you know.
Man United. Yeah, we're at Man United.
Hey, pressure, innit?
Yeah, pressure. That took too long. That took way too long. You fucking scumbag. That took way too long.
He's a scumbag, bro.
He is.
And he was staring at the comments before he answered, you know. Anyway, yeah, sorry, go on. Finish off.
Yeah. Bro, I'm lost now, bro. After that moment of madness, I'm
yeah, he's out. Look, the guilt is killing him. Tony, go on. Tell us what United the guilt has killed him, bro.
To sum it up, it's the class of 92. It's youth product. It's Carrington being able to produce players that can compete straight away, and I do mean straight away. Like, it's rare. We haven't seen it in a while, but that's where it is. It's world-class players. I know what Scholesy was talking about with the wingers. it usually has typically George Best, Ronaldo, whoever you want to go and find. Typically, it's been a winger that's been one of our world class collective, but it's also usually been a centre back as well.
Yeah.
So that's it in a nutshell to me. Like from when I was a kid, I was born in '91, bro. When I was a kid, every time I turned on the TV or gone to see United, like what I expect to see is. Why are you smiling? Because I said the TV.
No, I read vibes. I've just read vibes.
I was going to say, what are you starting you today?
I'm so sorry. I've just seen vibes.
Yeah, it was either Giggs on a wing, best like probably top 5 in the world at any given time. Cantona, so on and so forth. So it's top 5 any given position, and Carrington producing people that could walk into any other team in the Prem.
Yeah, lovely. Joe, you gone or you still there?
He needs to be.
I'll wait for him to put his camera back on. Guys, thank you very much for that. Looking at the likes. Wait, is that the real likes? Hold on. Oh, what? Less than 100? I swear, I'm going to start playing music that's allowed in the middle if I don't get the likes where I want it to. But still, no matter what, thank you very much for viewing. Thank you very much for the messages, the interactions. I love that. That's what we need. We need more of that. But if I can get more likes, that'll be great. Forget more subscribers. That'll be great. Yeah, I do think, it is consistent with the view, so we're all good. I want to go through some of the comments that I posted. I didn't get any super chats today, which is ridiculous, guys. Go on. But just a light £2.50. You know what I mean? Just
where's all the ballers
in London.
Yeah.
Where's all the ballers at Ronald and them, man? What?
Raf, I don't know what it is. They're not here. They're not here this today.
There's one on the panel, isn't it?
New member. Well done for joining us. Shaw Scales is fracture. Sorry, I saw that corner of my eye. I was dying when I saw that. World Cup season, hard to get a pre-season, hard to get transferred, and now we need a new permanent manager. Bruv, this is lack of planning to the highest order by Ineos. So it is what it is. And this is for you, Joe. Oh, look at that. People love you. JJ, you were even just here. Thank you very much for the super chat. Riri, love for that as well. Thank you so much. And you're a prick, yo, but thank you very much. And also, by the way, thank you, Ofore, because it looks like you've paid him to do it. So love that. I mean, but it's coming from you, so I expect at least a $5, but it is what it is. I mean, you can buy me a beer next time. Okay, Flo.
Yes.
Right at the end. That's United DNA, isn't it?
That's DNA right there.
Last minute goal. Love that. But guys, that is it for tonight. 12 o'clock. Need to go sleep. Got a meeting tomorrow morning. Few last words. Joe, last words.
Might see me at the derby.
Who?
I ain't going to.
Are you going?
No. Raj, we'll talk, innit? Last few words. I'm out.
No, you got a stinker. You got a stinker. Get rid of him.
Coley, last few words.
Dark times. That's what I can say, bro.
Mate, you're not wrong there. Wajid, last words.
Firstly, I mean, belated Happy New Year to everyone. Stay loved. Tell your loved ones how much you care about them. Have a blessed 2026, and let's go Morocco Wednesday night. The real life.
Fuck right off. Fuck right off. Jesus. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. Thank you very much for viewing and taking your time to stay with us online. Let me say this now. Nigeria to the world and back. Come on, man. Let's go win that AFCON. And also, as for United, try your best, Carrick, mate. Try your best.
Drop a bomb, 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 bomb.
Back with a vengeance. KG's back with an entrance. Big up to those in attendance.
Ooh, look at that.
Reds come together like Tetris. No rules, this one's reckless. None can compare with the KG Don. Better take it when he drops that. Going on reckless, just it's on. It's that time when he drops that.
Bomb, bomb.
Who are you on? Your club!
I said drop a bomb, Dad.